He barely grazed the steak with his fork before asking the server to take the dish away. The server was stunned on the spot. It was the restaurant's most expensive Wellington steak, always praised by guests for its incredible flavor. But seeing the dissatisfied look on the man's face, the server complied anyway. After the server left, the man finally let out a long sigh of relief. It turned out he didn't have a single cent on him, but he wasn't there for a free meal. He had something much bigger in mind. Soon, the server brought out another steak. He barely glanced at it before sending it back. After 2 rounds of rejection, the chef realized this was no ordinary customer. This time, the chef decided to step in personally. The chef prepared the steak with precision and skill, but the man still asked for another one. The server had no choice but to bring over both the chef and the manager. Then, the man pointed out every flaw on the steak, one by one. The chef felt humiliated and wanted to throw him out, but the man claimed he was also a chef and said that if allowed into the kitchen, he could teach the chef what real cooking meant. The chef took it as a challenge and agreed on the spot. The man walked into the kitchen. He first checked the kitchen's cleanliness, then stepped up to the stove. He placed the steak in a pan to sear it evenly. Then he sprinkled black pepper over it. He poked small holes in the pastry and brushed it with egg wash to seal it. He laid 2 slices of cheese on the pastry. He wrapped the steak in the pastry and spread a layer of yellow mustard on top. He scored the surface for decoration. Then, into the oven it went. Next came the sauce, and the real challenge began. The man had recently lost his sense of taste. He could only rely on touch to season the dish. Luckily, he had every step memorized. 2.5 grams of sugar, 5 grams of salt, 5 grams of freshly ground black pepper, 30 milliliters of red wine. Then he sautéed it with butter for exactly 8 minutes. And just like that, a perfect Wellington steak was finished. After tasting the dish, the chef immediately realized this man was gunning for his job. With his stunning culinary skills, the man became the new head chef of the restaurant. He rushed off to brag to a friend, unaware that the restaurant actually belonged to that same friend. On his very first day, he had the manager fire every single person in the kitchen.